Our journey from Dakar to Luxor begins now. Today's another day though, Dakar moving further east towards Luxor, past the Valley of the Kings. 274 kilometres of special stage today. Not that great if you compare it to the last few days. Dakar 2003 continues today, Thursday, with the stage from Dakar, a little further south to Luxor. Passing the Valley of the Kings will be Richard Sank to try and defend his overall lead on two wheels ahead of Cyril Desprez and Fabrizio Meoni. Meoni, who took time out of Desprez yesterday. On four wheels, Stefan Pederhansel continues with a very slim margin over Hiroshi Mashioka. Well, it's slim in Dakar terms at least. Without further ado, let's catch up with the action from today's stage. Right at the start of the stage today, Fabrizio Meoni was running out of kilometres to try and chase down Cyril Desprez in second position ahead of him, but most of all, the man behind him, Richard Sank. Meoni with the big V-twin was on his way quickly, and after a short hill climb type start to the stage up through the rocks, he was well into his stride. The 45-year-old Italian was absolutely flat out. So much so that he was jumping well over the dunes. But a big crash off camera saw him go well over the handlebars, and he was hurt and the bike was in trouble. He fell at 171 kilometres into the stage. He had to stop to do emergency repairs to the oil cooler, which is positioned at the front of the bike, and also the fuel line. Meoni's third position was in trouble. It was slipping through his hand like sand. And the next person along was France's Jean Brucy. Meoni, though, telling Brucy to go on his way. Brucy in fourth position overall. And Meoni saying, don't wait for me. Don't lose a potential third place for yourself. You go on. Meoni saying 500 metres before the first CP on a very straight bit, nothing very difficult. I was doing about 150 kilometres an hour and I wanted to move the roadbook on by hand. I went over a small stone, but then the handlebars went all over the place, left to right, and I crashed. He arrived back in the bivouac here this evening to an eerie silence. He was very, very lucky to get away with it. He finished 14th today. He's now third overall, but he's 28 minutes back of Cyril Desprez in second place. This, though, was Richard Sank. Only a small mistake, but small mistakes can turn into big ones on the Dakar. Good stage for Sank. He won it just ahead of Desprez by a mere 18 seconds. And remember, looking back at what happened to Meoni today, it's proof that Richard Sank's Dakar 2003 is not over yet. He's not out of the woods. He continues to have a lead of some 11 minutes. Cyril Desprez, he should have won the stage today, but again, a fuel feed problem caught him out, even though he put a foot down in the section. He also had to stop because he was ill at one point. Jean Brucy, 8th today, and he's 4th overall. "32 minutes back of Meoni is in that 4th position overall. So Meoni tried to move him on, but it didn't make that much difference in the end of the day. De Azevedo, 7th today. He's 5th overall for Brazil in his quasi-works KTM. Whilst PG Lundmark said that he was having a calm day and keen just to get to the finish. 4th on the stage today, 6th overall. However, De Azevedo is 25 minutes ahead of him. Don't think he's going to be able to catch him. On board, though, with Japan's Yun Mitsuhashi. He's the leading Honda amongst all those KTMs. He's in 15th position. The 650 XR. Bad news today for the top 10 man from France, Alain Duclos. He fell very, very heavily indeed. And in fact, it was Stefan Orard who helped him pull his Belize. He's out of the rally. De Gavado, 16th today, he's 7th overall. Oliver Setter, now he's only 3 minutes 48 seconds back at De Gavado. Could he get 7th tomorrow? Dabrowski continues in 9th, whilst France's Francois Flick continues in 10th place overall today. He was happy to have a shower once he returned to the bivouac this evening. Whilst late starter today, Mark Coma of Spain sped through the stage, 3 minutes only slower than Richard Sankt. He was 3rd overall. What a result for the Spaniard. Sankt victorious, just ahead of Cyril Depre, who stopped because he was ill, ahead of Coma, who sped through, PG and Oliver Setter. Overall, though, Sankt's lead is 11 minutes and 20 seconds. Can Depre find a chink in Sankt's armour over the remaining 3 days? Here with Jean Bruce, he says that's incredible. It shows once again that Meoni is a real gentleman. In his pain, he could have been very distraught, but he kept his humour and humility well enough to tell me to go on ahead and fight for the 3rd position, because he's in 3rd, but 45 minutes in front of me. Cyril Depre saying it's wonderful. The landscape was really unbelievable right from the very first few kilometres, with stones that were worn away by the sand. Before the descent, there were stones as if they were drilled, so they looked like Emmental cheese. It was just incredible. Incredible. Mark Coma saying, after the bad luck yesterday, I started this morning out to win. I was fast right from the start, but after CP2, the stage was dangerous with broken dunes. I slowed up and then I stopped to help another rider who'd fallen. But it's okay. And today, I'm happy with 3rd. Coming up, can Stefan Pederhansel's competitors talk him into stopping at the Temple of Karnak for a photograph? I don't think so. Stay tuned, the cars are up next.